I'm here with Nitra Jozef, who's the CEO of the Holian Api company. He was our stakeholder in the Erasmus Plus project.
Why did you choose this job?
I choose to work with bees because I like very much the system, how they are living and how they are working in the beehives. And otherwise I like very much to work outside in the nature and spend as much of time I can out of the city and to be outside and enjoying the nature.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
When do you work with bees? When do you work the most with bees?
The most job with the bees we have in the beginning of the year. Actually we have to be with them almost all the time in the year. In the spring and summertime we had a lot to do with them. Actually in the spring we have to prepare them to get stronger and stronger until the summer and to catch nice flowering, because when you have a lot of bees in the beehive then you can collect a lot of nectar and they can make nice honeys.
Yes. Thank you.
When do you spend your day?
I start to work with the bees around 7:38 morning and you can work easily with them until 11-12 o'clock. Then we leave them to work because they start to work when the sun comes up from 11 until 4-5. Then they collect nicely the nectar. Until 5-4 o'clock we are working inside and preparing the new beehives for the next day. And then again we have a period from 5 to 8:30. But nobody has to be worried about it because you have a few days like hard work all day, and then again you have 5-7 days when you can have much easier days and you don't have to spend your whole time with the bees.
Thank you.
What type of honey do you make?
In Romania you can make like 6-7 types of honey, but actually I'm collecting just 5 types of honey. That's the calzona honey, the linden honey, the acacia honey, polyflora and the sunflower honey. I get many times the question which is my favorite honey. By the quality, after my opinion, the polyflora honey is the best because there you can find many types of nectar in one kind of honey, but by the taste my favorite one is the linden.
Thank you.
I saw honey which is fluid. What is hard? Isn't that good?
Yeah, actually about the question. It's a good question. Every day, almost every day, I get this question from many people. That those honeys which is hard, it's not real honey or is a fake honey. Actually, this is a misunderstanding, and it's the culture. It's missing the culture of the honey eating in Romania, or actually also in Hungary. You can actually see that in the west of Europe, those honeys which is crystallized, it's a normal procedure with the honey, and actually those honeys which is not crystallizing, those are the fake honeys. So that's the best quality, which is harder. Only it's harder to sell because the people think that's not the real honey.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How do you choose a location where you put the bees?
First of all, we have to know what kind of nectar we would like to choose. That's the first, the main point, that what flowering is coming on, because the flowering it keeps from 10 days to 20 days. The other point, that for a strong family you need approximately 1 hectare of land or flowering land, which means that if you go with 100 family you need around 100 hectare. These areas you can find in those places which are far away from the cities, And the third part, which we have to keep in front of eyes, that to choose places where the polluting is not so big, because in the end we will consume the honey or the nectar what the bees are collecting for us.
Thank you. And what is the most dangerous thing for the bees?
Again, a funny question. The most dangerous thing for the bees is the humidity. We are very dangerous because we are using a lot of chemicals, also for the plants or also for grasses, which is killing the bees. And as a beekeeper, I can see very easily and very fast how they react to the chemicals, and the population in a few days, how it can fall down from 60, 70,000 to 20,000. So actually the humanity is the biggest risk for the bees.
Okay.
What are the consequences for the society of the decrease of bee stocks and the loss of bees?
Actually, how also Albert Einstein he told before a long time ago, if the bees are disappearing from the earth, we will have around 4 years, and then also the humanity will disappear. First of all, we have to know that when the bees are collecting the honey, at the same time they are pollinating the flowers. That's why we have fruits and vegetables. And actually also you can imagine that if there are no pollinating, then we don't have vegetables, we don't have actually nothing, then also we lose the food for the humanity and also for animals. So that's why we have to keep in an important part to don't polluting our planet, because we get actually everything from our planet. And how the bees are small insects, they feel the polluting very quick, and if they are disappearing, then the humanity also will disappear. Thank you.
Our timing is perfect.
Jó, akkor mehet.
Megy.
What type of mutual programs did the szacsvay school do within the framework of the Erasmus Plus project?
Also last year and before 2 years I have held a presentation in the school for children. Also I have been bringing an empty bee hive, and in the presentation I showed them, and I tell them about how the bees are living in the bee hive, and what we are using out when we are working with them. Also a few classes was visiting us at the VOM in the summertime, and they had the opportunity to see the queen bee or the drones, how they are working, and how it looks like a queen egg. And also last year with the Erasmus program, the participants which they were coming, if I remember good, it was 5 countries. Also they have been visiting the VOM, but unfortunately in October already we have prepared the bees for the winter time, and also the weather, it wasn't good to open the hives and to look inside how they are living or how they are working together.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The beekeeping is hobby or job?
Actually for me it had been started as a hobby with a few bee families or with a few bee hives. And then with time, and when I learned how to work with them, I get much more bee hives, and today actually is a job, or I say it's a good hobby with a lot of bee hives, and I can manage to have like a full-time job.
Why are you offering
Thank you.
this job for the new generation?
Actually, that's why, because I like also to work out with the bees and to be in the nature. And then nowadays you can see that almost in every job you are sitting all day in an office, and actually if you are lucky you are in the nature in the weekends, but with this job you have a really nice opportunity to spend almost 80% of your time in the nature, and also it's a good income.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for the interview for Nitra József, our stakeholder.
Thank you too, and have a nice day.
Thank you.
Bye.